James Hawler and I'm Chief Executive of 360 Restaurants, and I'm here at the caterers' offices for the judging of the Kitchen Porter of the year 2015.
In the past you've heard chefs say that they can do without their chefs, but they can't do without their kitchen porters. Many of them who go that extra 10 miles in order to do their job.
We manufacture dishwashers, and kitchen porters to us are the backbone of the industry.
My KP, Stevie Ball, won the KP of the Year last year, and I know how much that meant to him, so it's a real privilege to be here today.
We had over 100 entries for the competition from all walks of hospitality: hotels, contract catering, restaurants and bars.
I was amazed with the standard of entries, even those that have only been there a couple of years.
With the new format that we've done, we're capturing a lot more information, so it's vastly improved.
We've had some repeat entries, which is always great to see. We'll always have people that are disappointed, as is the way with the competition.
The process of judging was very fair. It was equal in that everybody had the opportunity to contribute to the judging.
The judging process for this award is quite unique in that we have a great representation across the industry.
It's funny actually, because when you go round the table and everybody reduces it down to 30, there's quite a difference in who picks what, but when we get right down to the nitty-gritty, there were 7 people that everybody had picked.
Having done the competition for a few years now, I think we've got into the groove and we understand and we know what we're looking for, and that is somebody that really shines above all of the others.
Getting it down to 30 in the first place was quite tough, but then having to pick our top 6 or 7 out of that has been a hard day.
I think the standard gets higher every year.
The calibre of the winners this year, it was paper thin between them.
To have so many great people remaining in our top 10 was fantastic.
The top 6 have been equally brilliant in many respects.
The thing for me, I think, that shines through with all of the entries is how dedicated they are to their job and dedicated to their brigades and their teams, which is fantastic to see. They're all so committed, but sometimes there's that one thing that stands out.
And we've got a worthy winner.
The standard this year was very high, and it's been a pleasure to be part of it.
To have such a prestigious publication like The Caterer working in conjunction with Winterhalter is superb.
A real partnership. We have a lot of fun, but we take it seriously, and Winterhalter take it very seriously.
It just shows what a hard job kitchen portering is, but what a great team of people we've got out there in the industry.
It's about recognising a role in the kitchen that doesn't always get that recognition, something that we're keen to continue with and to continue to recognise KPs who do such an amazing job.
You're probably wondering why I've asked you all to come today. As many of you will know, I've been at Skibo for 13 years. Originally, I planned to be here for 5. However, I plan to be here for a few more as well. So I'll just scotch that rumour. However, there is something that I want to say. Excuse me a minute, sorry. Peter, can you say this for me, please? Stephen, sorry, Steve. I was going to say it for me, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Peter, you're a very, very inspirational character to me personally, but he's not the only Peter that's an inspirational character to you all. I'm talking about a gentleman that entered a competition with 108 entrants, and I'm glad to say that Peter, you are the winner. Now, what I will... Peter, please come up. Thank you. Hold on. Now, what I will say... Now, I know this comes as a huge surprise, but let me tell you a couple of things. There's a couple of reasons why this gentleman is standing on this stage. When the entrant came through, it was a unanimous decision. I know you're not a sporting man, Peter, But I will tell you that you've beaten Manchester United today. You've beaten the Houses of Parliament. And David Cameron himself. Now, this man is a keen gardener. You are diligent at work. However, Jean tells me that you're pretty laid back at home. So she's trying to get the making of that. But without further ado, what I would like to say, a very, very worthy winner, Peter, congratulations.
I guess one or two guessed that. But anyway, there's no greater example of somebody who's dedicated. Peter's been here longer than I have, and he has what some would see to be a job behind the scenes, and very often he doesn't realize how important he is. But keeping those plates coming, clean, shining, supporting all the staff who need his support. He's a great example. He goes far beyond what we ask him to do. He can even fix our cars for us, and that's a good thing to have. But Peter's an inspiration, always happy, that smiling face greets, and we share the same names. I'm always happy to have another Peter win. But Peter, this is your minute, your moment. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mr. Short, I told Mr. Short that you'd won, but he had to keep the secret, both Mr. and Mrs. Short, and he will be in touch with you. But he's so pleased and delighted. You've every reason to feel very proud, because we feel very proud of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to say anything, Peter? Wait. Here we are. Here's Jean now.
Grab you at home. No, Daddy. Yeah. Oh, boy. I don't know what to say, guys.
That's our first.
You're a wonderful lot to work with, and kind of a bit thank yous. And it's a pleasure to work for Skibo Castle. And I really mean that. It's the best job I've ever had. And a great crowd to work for. Thanks very much for
Well
this.
done.
Well done. At Winterhalter, we sponsor this award because kitchen porters to us are the integral part of the kitchen. Yes, they operate dishwashers in the kitchen, but when you look at a chef, when you speak to a chef will say that a kitchen porter is the most important, or one of the most important persons in the brigade.
Peter deserved this award for the commitment, his daily commitment in the kitchen. It's not just a job for Peter, his attention to detail. He does things as if he's enjoying himself, and that rubs off on everybody else.
I really thought that with all the people that went into the competition that I hadn't got a chance, but this morning I didn't realise. To be honest, I thought it was something else that was going to be presented to the staff or something, but I didn't realise that I was ever going to win this lovely trophy.
The reason Peter stood out from the 108 entrants, it was unanimous. I mean, when we read, we had 5 judges sitting around the table, and everybody had their top 10 list. The top 7 were all on everybody's list, but Peter stood out because of his diligence in the workplace.
I get on great, I think, with everybody, especially the management and all that, and they're a great team to work with, and I'm very proud to work for Skibo Castle. I am that. that is true.
Upon meeting Peter, I have to say it's perfect to see that he is absolutely worthy of Kitchen Porter of the Year.